So forgive me for anything. Hopefully, audio is coming in clearly. Hopefully, Corvo, you have the recording of this. So if this
Yep.
does not do well, the recording will be put up online in replace of this. So
Yep.
just a little FYI for everybody's watching.
Yeah, I got the
All right.
recording going. Your audio is fine.
Let's hope it stays that way. Of course, honey, you can always just pull me up and turn me off and do whatever you like afterwards. But anyways, for everybody new here, if anybody's gonna check this out, the VODs, this is the Bear Thoughts podcast. We ever go live every Wednesday at usually 5 o'clock Central PST time. But today we're a little off because we had plans to go to my niece's volleyball.
I lost your audio for a second. You there, Grumpy?
For the most part, but then I gotta go home and deal with a bunch of stuff. We'll get to that a little later. How are you doing, Kerbo?
I'm doing alright. I just got back from vacation. Hold on, guys. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Just hold on, guys. So, anyway, in the meantime, while we're waiting on Grumpy to work on what he's working on, in case you guys are listening, yes, I just got back from vacation. It was a great vacation. I had a great time. It's been a while since me and the wife were off like that without the kids. We'll go into more details once Grumpy gets everything straightened back out and he can rejoin us. But needless to say, as usual, Corvo got some ink work done, did some stuff for the 3D print side, and got plenty of stories for the podcast if we can get everything up and run the way it should here. You know, guys, we do our best to try to make it as seamless as possible on these podcasts, but like always, you never know what's going to happen with technology. I work with this stuff every day, all day. It's all I do. And sometimes you just have those gremlins and you just have to deal with them. And sometimes you're not in a location that you're used to doing the stuff in. So just bear with us a little bit and we will, as soon as possible, get things rolling as smooth as we can given the current situation. Um, like he was saying earlier, if this cast doesn't go perfect, we will probably take the recording, do a little editing, and repost it in its place, so you guys can get the best quality out of what we've done today as possible. So just hang in there with us. And if you guys have anything you want to bring up during the podcast in chat or something, be sure to throw that in there. Any talking points that you guys have that y'all are interested in is always a good talking point for us. Um, I cannot hear you right now, Grumpy E. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to fill some time in there for you, buddy. Um, but yeah, there's plenty of stories.
Well, hopefully that I don't know if they even heard you. To be honest with you, because I didn't hear you. So, but you were recording, so that would also never mind. You were recording it, so
Yep.
yeah, never mind. Well,
So
that would save some time.
all right, so yeah, I just got back from vacay, and you know, like I was saying earlier, it's first time in quite some time that me and the wife has has been off without the children, and I'm seeing your screen, Grumpy. Now I'm seeing us. Okay, all right. Um, Yeah, it's been a while. We had a good time. I probably consumed more alcohol than I should have. Um,
You didn't get free alcohol poisoning, so you survived.
no, but I'm gonna tell you that specialized drink that they had for the OI meetup. Man, that thing had some. Yeah, it had some stuff in it, for sure. Um,
Some some Harry Potter magic.
the downside of it
Hogwarts
was
magic.
that it had a lot of alcohol in it, but it tasted like Kool Aid. So
Ooh.
you could drink it all night. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, well, you know,
Kool-Aid drinks.
I drank it all night.
Yeah, that's the problem with like a lot of with some alcohol drinks, especially like with wines as well. As far as I understand it, like it's so sweet, you can drink so much of it, you don't know you're messed up until you're really down the rabbit hole,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's no crawling out of it. You're like, oh, it tastes so good.
Or
10 glasses later, why am I so drunk?
or if you're, you know, at a theme park and you get on a ride that has a bunch of flashing colors and shaking and rolling around, you go, "Whoa, I'm really loose right now, and my head's banging around like I don't care."
As long as there's no special colors going about. Oh, goodness
Technicolor
gracious.
jet. Yeah.
Let's make sure. It's a stream. Is the stream going? Because actually, I don't know.
Let's see here. It's hard for
Looks
me to tell
looks
because
like
I've got the
it
recording
look,
going, so it's hard for me to see that.
okay. It
Um,
looks like it might have been shut down, so we're just gonna take this and just gonna roll with it.
okay,
I think OBS crashed as well.
okay.
So
So, yeah, you got any specific questions you want to ask about the vacay? Because I know you always have questions.
yes, questions are about now. My first question would be quite a simple one. I was to say, how did the Harry Potter meetup and go? Harry Potter meetup and trade go? Since y'all
Okay,
forgot y'all's colored
so
cards things.
Stealthy stayed up and did a little more painting at the hotel room. Um, the because of rain, it was kind of I guess rained out, but we still managed to give a significant amount of them away to people that we found in the park
Uh
that
huh.
were Harry Potter fans, and they loved them. They thought they were fantastic. Even the ones that weren't completed, as soon as we explained to them, hey, this is where it was supposed to be, they were like, oh, well, we can do that. That's not a problem. Some of them liked them.
Okay.
Some of them liked them just plain Jane with just the silver on them because it made the house, you know, crest part of it really pop next to the black. So there was a lot of happy people. I met a guy that does T-shirts.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to work a deal with me where like maybe I print him some 3D stuff and he makes us some free shirts. Um,
Okay.
so I got him added as a friend on Facebook now, and I'm gonna angle to try to find out what he wants printed, and maybe we can work a deal. He had done some custom shirts for the meetup for his family that they were wearing, and they were pretty nice. They were solid black shirts, but they had the glow in the dark ink that he used for whatever was on the shirt. Didn't really matter, and it was pretty bad. It was pretty nice.
Okay, so you had a lot of good meetups and a lot of interactions with the people, or your local Florida men,
Yeah,
as they
yeah,
call them over there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I made some pretty nice connections. Like I made the T-shirt connection guy, the guys that run the 3D print shop. They were really happy about it, you know, and stuff. So
Um, so hopefully they will come through with their words. It's pretty cool that you were telling me that they have their own versions for those who do 3D printing beds. They are going to be doing some custom 3D release beds. Which for those who are out there, let me try to explain to you. There's several types of beds for 3D printing. So there's the hot bed variety where there is the standalone glass. There's a standalone glass usually with tape, or there is the adhesive release bed, and there's a release bed you can take off and flex, and you can easily pop them off and most times you eat all those involves letting the bed cool off first. I would be the first one to admit I am horrible with that. I don't let the bed cool off because I'm like so excited. I'm trying to get the dang thing off there as fast as I can. And, it's best to let the bed cool off so it releases the print easier. But I'm a bad person. I just want to get at it so bad and tear holes into it. But anyways, so they're going to be apparently making some, and Corvo might be in using some of them when they're coming in to his live streams. We're at twitch.tv force Corvo Ninja, right? Where he'll be doing
Absolutely.
3D prints.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
already been doing them, so
So we got that, and I also have my website, which is 3D. Oh man, I hadn't been to my own site in so long. Hold on a minute.
yeah.
Uh,
Anybody wants to see any of his live streams when he does
so
go live?
yeah, it's 3dprint.webador.com, and there's a tab there for stream, and if you go to that tab, you will. If I'm streaming a print at that time, it will also be there. Um, uh,
Hmm.
like if you were to look at it probably after this podcast, there will be probably something running there. Um, we had a lot of interaction with a lot of people. We made a lot. We had more time to talk to people. Um,
Yeah.
because we didn't have the kids with us, we weren't so focused on making sure the kids got to do what they wanted to do. So it was fantastic. It was a great vacation.
Were you able to hit up more rides, or was it more relaxing and more chilling?
We literally did every ride except for the Born Stuntacular and the Despicable Me, and did not rush at all. Didn't have to. Even
Well,
stopped and had took time to have like a good sit down and eat and stuff. Stop occasionally, just to chill. It was totally different. But like I told you, a lot of that's because with this event, after a certain period of time, there's nobody in there but the people that have those tickets. So literally, almost every ride, other than maybe Hagrid's and a ride that technically isn't open yet, um, except for those two, everything was 10-minute wait times, and that was only because you had to walk through the line to get to the ride. Um, so yeah, we had a good time. We did manage to get on that ride that we won't say the name, but we know it's upcoming grand opening. Yes, we did get on it, and it was freaking amazing.
mm, the ride that Stealthy wanted to get on. They keep on saying
Yes,
they were teasing
yes. The
online, but
one, the
they weren't
one,
supposed to.
the one she was worried about because they said the grand opening wasn't until the 10th. They kind of did some technical rehearsals while we were there, is what they called it.
Yeah.
And we managed to do that. And I'm telling you, dude, there is nothing like that around here. I mean, it is stupid insane.
So I'm assuming volunteer work and you're non or what's the word for it? Like we are not held reliable or responsible for anything that may occur to you while riding this ride kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
ordeal,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, obviously, but usually by the time they're doing technical rehearsals, it's already been tested and safely approved, but they still have to wait X amount of time before they can actually open and release it. So they play
How
the
many people
message.
how many people were actually on there with you at one time? Was it
Oh
was it
my
like
God,
okay, two people
dude.
at a time?
No, I mean, it was full boat, son.
They
Every
packed it.
time.
Okay.
Every time. It was full boat. I will tell you, Grumpy, I did change the view a little bit because when our stream went down, it threw up one of our old videos. So
Yeah.
currently, we are recording our visual on Discord full screen. My video right on top of yours, so they still see us.
Okay. Well, as long as they don't hear the other the other thing, the other podcasts or anything like
No, no,
that.
no. I
We
paused
wanna-
the I paused the other one so that they wouldn't hear it at all. But
Okay.
but yeah, I figured that would be better than no visual. Anyway,
Gotcha.
we had a great time. Um,
Well, glad you had a great time. Man, I got some. Well, not really. But it's shitty news for me. Not shitty for news for anybody else watching this or anybody like that. You remember my car got hit? My truck got hit a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
or a month ago.
yeah.
Well, I came to see my mom, and the very next day, my truck got hit again. Parts outside of my
What?
apartment. It wasn't even like a little scrapey. No, no. They nailed my truck. Not even a day here yet, and my truck got nailed. And it's a
Where,
white.
where,
It's a
where'd they hit it this time?
same side, just a little closer to the door. So this
Dude.
was the same side close hitting the tail. This is the same side hitting the door.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you now. I don't know what I know you love your truck, but at this point I'd be seriously thinking about getting somebody to come over here and throw some holy water on it, say a little prayer, some sage.
I hate to be the kind of person. I really do, and I don't like stereotyping, and I don't like to. I do feel like I'm being a little bit targeted here because it's a little auspicious the very day I leave, and I'm here for not even 24 hours, and my car gets hit. My truck gets hit, and it's not like it's near all the rest of the vehicles. It's not like the front or the back because we parallel park. It's
Right.
literally the side of my vehicle. So somebody either rammed into it or backed into it when it's parallel parked, so like people don't know how to turn around or something. It's
Yeah.
it's one thing to say, oh, I hit your back of your thing because I'm not really used to parallel parking because back and forth is little. Okay, I would still get upset with you if you did
Right.
that and hit my vehicle, but this is on the side of my vehicle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That it is. It's a little suspicious that that's happened that many times that close together.
And of course, they didn't leave no notes. They didn't leave no card. It was a hit and run. And I can't report it until I get back in town.
Well,
So,
that sucks.
2 times my vehicle got hits. I deserve it. I'm not happy about it. Let me just say it like that. I am quite upset about it, and it has definitely put a damper on my entire trip here because, well, I'm not able to be there and turn the police report in, and I'm not able to be there because I want to be looking out. If I was there, I would be looking at everybody's vehicle. Like,
Yeah.
I would be scrutin. I would be the detective. Anybody came over and visited, I would be outside looking at their vehicle up and down, going, "Were you the one?"
Yeah.
Es- Especially if it was a white vehicle, because it looks like it looks like it has white paint on there too.
Yeah.
So it probably was a white vehicle that hit it, but could also be a silver. Silver and white could be possibly,
Yeah.
but most likely a white vehicle. So I would be out there just
Yeah,
any
and,
blue
and
paint.
and being that yours is a darker color vehicle, if I remember correctly, there should be
It's
like
yeah,
paint transfer. You should be able to visibly see.
yeah, it's a dark blue. So it is gonna be on a white vehicle. It's a stand on like a sore thumb. And also how hard they obviously hit my vehicle. It had to do damage to theirs. It had to have done damage. There's no way. Unless they had like some bars, but otherwise, no. There's gonna be some noticeable damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, we already filed the insurance claim. We can't do no police report because we're not there. My mother-in-law is technically watching my pets right now, so she saw it and she took a picture of it, but she can't get our information there, and we have to, the police report. You need to show proof of your ownership of the
Yeah.
vehicle and show your insurance and show your blah 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 blah. So we got to do all that when we get back home. Yay! So that's the first thing I got to do when I get home, and then try to get our insurance not to bump our insurance costs up when we are obviously the victim. It was a hit and run
Yes.
while we were out of state.
Yeah. Agreed. I
And,
mean, there's nothing you can do about that.
Like, we have full coverage, but we don't know we have full coverage with accident forgiveness. Though our insurance does have that, I don't know if we have that or not. Though accident forgiveness is supposed to forgive you even if you did hit someone else's vehicle, but we have full coverage. What do you think full coverage would fully cover?
Yeah, fully cover everything. Yes, that's what
Everything?
Yeah.
And the kind of word it would apply,
Yeah.
but you know how insurance can be. They're like, oh, well, that's separate. Full
Yeah.
coverage. We're asking for the big kahunas of insurance for my truck.
Right, and it's the same thing for my Jeep. I have full coverage on both mine and Stealthy's vehicle because our kids are in it.
We just need to get out of Alabama for one thing and get us a home because we don't want to live in Alabama. We don't want a home in Alabama. We want a home anywhere other than Alabama and Texas. But just we need a home of our own so I can park my vehicle in my parking space or my road, whatever you call it. My what's that called?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, brother, if I can get this guy to sell me this lot across from me, we might can hook you up.
But it is a parking space at my own home, so someone doesn't go and sideswipe my vehicle. It's parallel parking. I don't understand it. I just asked my wife to tell my landlord just get some cameras, and just point them toward the parking space. At least do that. And this is the second time my vehicle has been hit on technically his property
Dude,
or the parking space in front of his
let me ask you a
property.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
Can you see your vehicle from any vantage point from your apartment?
Yes.
Okay. So it's $20 for a freaking wise cam. Buy one and point the damn thing at your truck.
That's what I feel like I have to, but it's just so annoying that I had to like watch my own vehicle as if not everybody else's vehicle is getting messed with. Why do I have to?
Hey, look, you're talking to the paranoid dude. I'm the one with cameras all over my damn place. I see my vehicles. I see my front yard, my backyard, my in yard, my up yard. Hell, I see my toes if I'm not careful. You know, I just, it's not that I don't trust other people. It's more along the lines that if I do happen to get one of those untrustworthy people, kind of like your hit and run situation, I want to be able to go, here's the proof for the police report. And by the way, here's the fucker that did it. Go find him. You know?
Stick 'em, boy.
I mean, that's what we did when everything went down with our dog that time and someone was harassing our dog and stuff. I had a camera in the backyard. They didn't know it.
And that's a sad thing. You can't rely on people. And like again, I don't want to be one of those people that will criticize or set a label on anybody. But the most people that live around me probably doesn't have insurance. Let me just be honest with you. I don't live in the most of poorest neighborhoods, but I don't live near anybody that's
Right.
gonna be a law-abiding citizen that's actually gonna go buy the insurance,
Right.
buy law, and then make sure they at least have coverage. And if they even do have coverage, they're gonna hit and run because they don't want to pay more money on insurance. And let's be honest, I don't blame them. But now I have to pay more insurance because of your negligence of hitting my vehicle.
Absolutely. I understand. I understand completely. Hold on a
Like
second.
whoever hit,
I'm getting a call from my wife. Hello?
she's probably wondering like, why are y'all streaming that up? We are
I'm
not able
yeah,
to.
I'm doing it right now with him. I'm doing podcast. Bye. She called me to make sure I got your message.
Yeah, I was trying to get contact. I hate contacting her through her text or her personal text because I feel like I'm a bother. I really do. I hate that.
No,
But
dude, don't feel like that. If you need to text us, look. These people may know us as the two who are doing this podcast, but I look at you like a buddy. So you got every right to call me or text me just like everybody else does.
Well, no, but just glad to get it going. But yeah, not gonna deal with that. And I've been here and trying to enjoy myself, but it's between getting this going and then my mom's, it's her constant. She's not feeling very good, and now my pop's not feeling very good. I'm freaking out here. Like, please don't have COVID. Please don't have COVID.
Yeah.
I gotta go home.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something that you'll laugh at that's a little bit funnier. So, you know, while I was down there, I was getting some line work done on a new tattoo piece.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm laying there, and like the first half from the bottom going up your calf, the first half of that was like I could go to sleep, I could take a nap. This ain't shit. After that second half, though, oh boy.
Was it a shading?
No, it was just more. It was more sensitive. So
Was it the upper part or the lower
it
part?
was the upper part, the bigger, thicker
Oh
muscle.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
I would have.
god. So let's see.
The back of the skin, like right where the knee is, right behind the knee. I
Yeah.
imagine that part would be really sensitive because, let's be honest, not much touch that spot, or the sun doesn't hit it, or nothing. Like it is baby skin for the most part.
Yeah.
It's a sweaty armpit of the leg.
So for people to see, I don't know if they'll be able to see it or not. It's kind of nah. It's really bright. Hang on. Let's just do this.
Say you can go full screen if you're launching recording Discord.
Yeah, I'm recording Discord. But what I was gonna do is send. All right, there we go. I'm gonna drop out of full screen just for a second,
Right.
and let's see, where did my messages go? I can't remember how to get my messages to show up on this thing. Crap. Do you remember how to get the message to pop back up on Discord after you've went to video, showing just the video?
Full screen. Normally I do a pop out window, and then once I do a pop out window, I will have the regular Discord in the background, so I can just tab to it.
Yeah.
If you do full screen while you're in just in Discord by itself, you have to close out the full screen before you can actually get into the messages part of it. So if you're in that, just close out the full screen. We'll lose visual, but don't worry, audio and everything will be still be going. And then pop out the
Got it.
web camera spots.
Got it. Okay, so I'm not in full screen right now. And where is my freaking messages? There's the pop out. And it's still not letting me do it.
Just share screen.
Oh yeah. Well, what I'm saying is it's not letting me even get to the message to show the image.
Oh. Let's say you tab back to the other Discord. There should be 2 Discords now.
Yeah, I've got 2. I've got the full screen, and then I've got the regular one, but it's like when I try to pull it up, it's not showing me. There it is. Okay. Whew. All right. So anybody that's looking can see that. That's what I just got done.
The dragon that you did in a is that what style is that in? Is classic or
it's a Japanese classic hybrid. So basically, the dragon's more classic, but the stuff added to the dragon's a little bit of hybrid. So that's
it's American classic. Is that what the definition of it is?
I guess that's what you would call it. We'll move that back over here and drop it down. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It was very interesting how it changed. It was the exact opposite of what I thought it was going to be. I thought that it was going to be more tender towards the ankle and stuff. I thought.
Okay, so how much did it cost you?
This one?
Yes.
Altogether, $625.
$625?
Yeah.
$625.
Yeah,
that's fully colored and
no,
that's a full
calf. That's just what you just seen.
Oh, okay. So
next go
was it
around,
black and white?
Huh?
Was it black and white?
It's just the line work. So
Okay.
the dragon itself, here, let me do this. So
I can see it in the Discord itself. I can pull it up
yeah,
myself.
so
So
when you're looking at it, the dragon is all outlined in black.
and the red, they got the red
Yeah,
flames.
the red flames will be solid red when we do the next sessions. The clouds will be white. The lotus flowers will be a purplish blue.
Okay, so you've already paid for the entire thing. You just only got
And
this
then
part
he'll
done so
then
far.
he'll go back and do the black and gray shading on the dragon. Because what you see
Okay.
there that looks white is actually just my skin tone.
Well,
That's
yeah.
just open space. But in this picture, when Stealthy took the picture of it and was showing it to me, I didn't realize from the picture just how large it was.
Your entire calf.
And then when I got up and we were looking at it, I was like, "Holy crap! That is literally the biggest tattoo I have." And it's pretty large. It literally goes from the the center of my knee bend, which is where the top of that highest red flame is,
Yeah.
all the way down to like an inch above my ankle. It is the
Okay.
entire thing, and it wraps around just a little bit. You can see one of his flames and hands is kind of over on the left. The tail curls around right there, so it's pretty large.
It's just definitely pretty big, and now that you tell me that it's gonna have more work to it, I'm assuming the rest of that money is gonna go toward all that work. Because
Yeah, yeah.
if you were telling me it's 625 just for black and white and a little bit of red, I would have been like,
No,
it's good looking, but not that good looking.
No, it's actually it would be worth that. You have
$625?
Yes, it would be worth that. Trust me, I've been to artists my entire life, and I know the difference in the quality of what 625 total for a giant for a large piece is, and what 625 for stage one of the piece is.
But I've seen some stuff for Tim the Tap Man. He did some anime murals on his legs, and they were around that price. And those things were god snap, like jaw dropping. Like
That's true, but the thing is like, can he do that work, that quality work in 2.5 hours?
I don't know, but his work is not American traditional. His style, the guy that does his work is an anime kind of drawer for tattoos. So
that's what I'm saying. For someone that can do that dragon like that in 2.5 hours, and you not be swollen and beat up and hurting, dude, I'll pay him that all day long.
It's been a long time since I had a tattoo, so tattoos are one of those things that I rarely get.
Not to mention, I mean, he's in the situation where a percentage of the tattoo money goes to the shop, obviously, because he's renting the space there to do his work.
Yeah. Okay?
And then a percentage of that also goes to Universal because he's inside of a theme park. So
I don't know which one Tim Tapman goes to, but his is pretty much the same thing where you have to pretty much have to schedule months in advance before you can go there. And once if you miss your date, you're not gonna get another chance at it.
Well,
at him for a while.
What I mean by that is, like, let's say you got an artist around here that charges $150 an hour. That's pretty common actually right now, $150 an hour. But on top of that, for him to make that, he has to charge you a little extra because he's sitting in a major theme park, for one, so they're going to get their cut. Plus, he's renting the office space, and he has to buy his supplies. So you have to look at it like, for him to be able to do what he does, it costs him more than an average tattooer.
Gotcha. So you went to Orlando, got your tattoos done, and then you went to another place that is really realistically not very common in the United States. You went to a 3D print shop.
I did. I went to a place called 3D Print Orlando, and they're one of the few places in this country that I have found that you can walk in and purchase parts, filament, whatever you need for your printer right there in the store. You don't have to order it. It doesn't have to be shipped from some other country. It doesn't have to come from some warehouse somewhere. It is sitting in their shop. Not to mention they do repairs for people too.
So, question is, was this shop? I kind of lost a thought here, but was the shop competitive with online prices? Now that's the thing that I've been having a little bit of problem with of lately.
So here's the way it works. They sell basically. I'll use the filament as an example. They sell two types of filaments. They sell ZL Tech, and then they sell
Okay.
their brand. Here's the kicker: their brand is made by the same people that make ZL Tech. The
Okay.
same people. The difference is you pay a little more for theirs, but it's because it has to be burned hotter because it is a harder, more dense, more ruggedized, can take more punishment PLA.
Okay. So maybe like something you put outside and let's say out in the yard and actually take some
Some
is it
damage. Yeah.
sun rots?
Yeah. So um, their brand runs about, Zeotech runs sometimes between $13 and $20 a roll.
Yeah.
Their brand runs about 22 to 28 because it's a little harder.
Okay.
It's a little harder. And I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I got a couple of rolls of their stuff, and what I'm currently running right now for Ethan's Ghost is
Hmm.
I'm running one of their really dark blues, and I'm running it a little hot like he suggested, and it is working beautifully.
Yeah, but say Ziltech does make some good stuff, and if they just have them probably put a little bit more of a instead of a blend of color, they probably put a little bit more of the actual filaments rubber inside of it, and maybe some other I don't know. Like I have an idea what's inside of it. Most of the time, it's normally just a color dye and then some rubber beads or PLA plastic beads inside of it, and then they just melt it together or blend it together. I don't know what they might put in there, but I imagine they just put more of it
I just
and just
I know that I ran the first print I did with the roll like I would normally run it, and then I ran it like he suggested I run it,
it just did
and
better.
it was much better, and it wasn't bad at what I had preset at all. Like
Mhm.
you can run it like that and be happy with it, but I just had to run it at what he said just to see, and it is burning a little hotter, but it is laying it in there so nice and so clean.
That's good. Uh, do you use GPS when you're driving around when you go to Florida and go to places?
Only if I don't know where the location is. So, for instance, we've stayed at the resort that we stayed at this time a few times.
Yeah.
So, if I need to go to a gas station, I know where the Wawa is. I don't need GPS for that. If I need to go to a Walmart, I know where two are right there close to us. I don't need GPS for that. I know where a lot of stuff is around the resort. I
Yeah.
used it when I went to 3D Print Orlando because I'd never been there before.
Okay, so you have the. I'm sure you by now you've had the experience of the little annoying little talker machine girl or whatever it is that goes with GPS, right? You
Yeah,
know, turn left now, turn lefts. You know, she's talking to you, and we were out the other day. We were trying to go to an anime store that was nearby here, and we were getting off of this one exit, and it was telling us to get off on like Dallas Parkway or or this one road. I'm like, it doesn't say that on the sign, but my phone says get off here. So we're off like, oh well, it's not. We're not gonna get off here. I guess get over. We're in the car behind us honking the horn at us because we're now merging off the off ramp that we're supposed to take. And I'm like, but it said to go take that, but it's not. It's not the right road. And we're getting frustrated, annoyed, and aggravated here, and we start driving away, and of course the dang woman keeps on telling us to merge left, merge right, every 5 seconds, even though we're about to do that. So it constantly talking, and my mom, of course, she just flips out like shut up. I'm like, oh. Okay, and we're like, don't you wish you could just change the words or change the way she speaks
I
while
have.
we're
I,
driving?
I changed mine. Mine is a British lady now, and I love it when she talks to me.
Well, the British lady, the British are coming. But anyways, so we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
trying
they
to,
will.
we were all making jokes like, don't you wish you could just change the way she says stuff to you, and just like have that sarcastic, snarky side of it, like you're supposed to turn left there, jackass. You missed it. You keep hey, are you blind? And we're all making this joke, and my wife, she popped out the funniest damn thing I've heard from her in a while. And she's like, after one of my cousins, like, oh, you supposed to turn? Are you blind? And then my wife, comes out of nowhere and just says, now directing to an eye doctor. You are blind as shit. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking great.
That's pretty fucking good. Oh my god. Sounds like some.
I I'm like, it's just the voices that we can make while we're driving. Isn't that good?
That was really
I,
good.
I thought it was very clever. We're all making jokes, and then I'm thinking like going evil thoughts going in my head, going, don't you wish? She's like, I hope you get hit. I hope a cop comes behind you. You deserve it, jackass. I'm just thinking like, how funny would it be to flip with
speed
that?
trap ahead. You're fucked.
Get ready to be in traffic. You're gonna be here for a while. Get cozy. Just little things to spice up the machine. Instead of telling you every 5 feet, get ready to merge over. But of course, we get this one light, right? Or get this one turning place. It's saying turn right. I'm like, okay. So my mom gets in at the right turning lane, right? But
Yeah.
for some reason, instead of turning right, it turns right behind some fast food places, and we're supposed to turn right at a couple feet away at a red light. Did it tell us that? No. It told us to turn right.
Well,
So we did.
you would shoot yourself in the head in Florida because they have a bad habit of like, here's the red light, right? Here's this
Yeah.
road. This road, you would think this road is the same road, but hell no, this road is named this, but this one's named this.
Oh, that's so
And
annoying.
you're sitting there and it's like, turn turn left on Willington, but you're looking at the sign on the right and it's like something like
Well, it
Ding
seems-
Dong Road or something. You're like, that's not the road, and then you go past it and it's like, do a U-turn. You come back
Do a
and you look
U-turn.
at the sign and you realize it's the same damn road. It just changed the name on each side of the intersection. What?
Yeah. But I've literally gone to U-turns before and go, U-turn now. I'm like, I just want to pull up my phone, take a picture of the dang thing for the GPS to realize it says no U-turn, jackass. It's like, can't U-turn right now. So thank you for this delayed information. And then everybody, I get 5 yards down the road even more. U-turn, U-turn. I'm like, I hope it tells me to run through a wall, and because this is starting to make me really annoyed. So I'm hoping the GPS one day somebody hacks it and like does some really messed up things just to see how many people get killed. Because it's right wrong, but it just the dang bot tries to get you killed already. It just tries to, because it keeps on directing you the wrong way, and then when you tell you to turn somewhere, it's like it's.
Hey, look, you solved a global crisis right there. Population control. We just fuck with GPS for a day, and population will go down.
Yeah, that would fix a lot of things. But yeah, we went to an anime store afterwards, and oh man, okay, so Texas has everything here where my mom's is. She lives near Dallas, Texas. There's literally, you name it, it's probably here.
I've
I
been
don't know
to
about a 3D
Dallas.
store, but it is like there's everything here. So we went to the anime store, and we were there last time I was here, about 2 years ago. Last time I was here with my mom, and it wasn't like the prices there were a little pricey, but they weren't like this bad. But like, my mom was telling me like, well, they're trying to make up for lost time, 2 years or so of no employees or no work or no sales. They're gonna have to try to make loss of time. But let me give you an example here. There's this one line of figurines, certain scale, certain style. The platform isn't very well designed. It's only a black platform with the character, and the character has one single pose. Nothing very elaborate, but they're usually $20. All of them. All of their line is a $20 figurine. which realistically is not that bad compared to some of them out there. We went there and they were $40, all of them. Literally, I could buy two of them for the price of one. And my wife was at this Supersonico figurine for like $280. And I'm sure if we go online, we could probably get that for half that price. And I was upset because I want to go to this figurine place because, well, this is one of the places here in Texas I can go to. And that's what I said about, like, I wonder if your store that you would go in there, like for the 3D print store, if you would go to a local store, and we talked about this before, where if you were to buy something and it's a little bit more expensive, you'd be okay with it because that would also cut down on shipping price, and you can get it now instead of waiting for it later.
Right.
Oh, I can't hear you.
What? Can you hear me now?
Okay, there we go. Yeah. I guess.
So yeah, I agree. Um, my thing is like I am willing to pay you in store what it would cost to buy and ship it if I can put my hands on it.
Yeah.
So let's say you buy a roll of filament and it's $20 and it gonna cost you $8 to ship it. That's just me throwing numbers.
Hmm.
I'd be willing to pay you $28 if I can put my hands on it in the store. I would have paid it anyway if I ordered it online.
Yeah.
So
But you gotta wait for it.
I
And
don't.
hope it gets
I don't
safe.
care. I mean, I'm that person, and I'd rather give people that I'm physically looking at my money than somebody I've never met before. I don't have a clue who this person is or what they do or.
But some people always say, like, well, if you go in the store, they're gonna give you that sell tactics. They're gonna try to talk you into it. And I've done the retail work before. Normally, the trick is if you have someone come into your store, you want them to have as little time to think about it. Little time. You don't want them to think about it. You don't want them to talk to other people. You want to get them. You want to get that sell as fast as possible, because that's more likely to get a guarantee of sell.
Right.
But if you get that person the time to think, they walk away. If they walk away from you, that's you give up. You've already lost the sale.
Right.
But if you can get that item in their hands and get them at that cash register shortly afterwards, you're good.
Yeah.
And that's something that they don't want to deal with that. But in my mind now, it's like, well, I gotta worry about the item getting to me. I gotta worry about the item being broken when it gets to me. I gotta be worried about the item not being stolen. I gotta be worried about the item being real and not a fake. If it's in my hand, I can really tell you if it's tangible, if it's real, like really what I bought, instead of like buying online and hoping it's real and hoping it's what I bought in the first place. So I went to that store and couldn't buy anything because everything was literally twice the price of just one of the items. Even when I bought up one item, it was like $48. I brought up on iPhone, went to Amazon and saw it for literally half the price of it on Amazon, including free shipping. And I was kind of defeated. So we went to another anime store. And luckily, that store, same figurines. It's not all the same figure, but the same line of figurines. Had a couple of the same ones, but not all. Not as much of variety. But all of them were the exact price they were supposed to be, $20. I'm like, what? Why could it not just be that price? I'm willing to pay the price it normally is. That's on the box. Kind of like the mangas. Mangas for everybody out here that does not know about mangas. They have a set price on the back of the magazine. The store has to sell it at that price.
Yep.
By law or by it's set price on the book. Now some stores will price up a little higher, so they hit to go overhead a little bit, and that's not, I don't personally like that, but not literally twice that price.
Right.
And I was not happy about that, but I also got something kind of nice. You know what Studio Ghibli is. I'm pretty sure everybody knows Studio Ghibli is. I got me a card holder. I put my I'll try to get my focus here. I got my license and my license and my debit card.
Stealthy would jack you in a dark alley over that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I was like, this is great. No more wallet, and I can just put all my cards that I need in here. I don't have no money, and I just slip it in I can barely feel it. And I put it in my back pocket, which is, if anybody said on a wallet before, I'm sure everybody knows that feeling. You sit on the wallet in your butt.
Oh yeah.
And the wallet's thick.
There's a reason why mine's like this.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm like, it's not. I don't. It should block RFD blockers because, well, it's aluminum. So hopefully people can't scan this because apparently somebody tried to scan my card a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago and try to make a claim or make a purchase on my card, and my bank stopped it. Thank you, bank, for being actually intelligible, noticing that what I'm not buying, but it also stopped me trying to buy some when I was trying to buy some of the things from that 3D Colt shop that we get our figurines
Yeah,
files from.
right.
They stopped that too because they didn't know what like if that was really me. I'm like, yes, that's me. Stop.
Yes.
That's me.
Yeah. I've had that happen to me before. I was actually in Dallas, Texas for work, and literally went to a Walmart to buy some drinks to put in my hotel room so I didn't have to spend, 3 times the money out of a vending machine at the hotel. And it's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I can't do that. You're in Dallas. No shit. I'm in Dallas. Give me my damn drinks.
All them right then and there. Yeah, stop blocking my card. Just it's me.
Yeah,
What are you doing there? I travel
I
in
work.
America.
It's called work, fool.
Like if I were going out of country, then maybe that's the case. We had to do that when they went to Japan. We had to literally had to tell them like, "Hey, we're going to Japan, so don't block our
The
card."
stupid thing is I've been out of country for work 100 damn times and never had my card blocked in another country. But I go to Texas. Hell no, you're not supposed to be there. Pepsi, what? You can't have that shit.
Boy,
Now, if
you
you
ain't
want to
supposed to be
fly,
down there.
now if you want to fly to Canada and buy that Pepsi, sure, go ahead. What?
We trust Canadians.
What the fuck?
It's just one of those things. It's just I never quite understand. Um, Hi.
Another nice thing.
I'm so distracted by y'all. To be honest with y'all.
I get distracted. I'm getting distracted too because I have ambient noises that I don't have when the kids are in school around me. So I'm like finding myself going, what the hell are they getting into? I can hear them. What are they doing?
Oh yeah, especially when you know like you're like you listen for it like okay that's a refrigerator, okay, that's a cabinet, all right, what are they getting into? That sounds like a box. Is that their box? You try to figure out.
Are they in my box?
Little clues.
Yeah. It'd be one of them times where I walk in there and one of them's got the 3D print pen and have printed handcuffs or some crazy crap. Daddy, I can't get loose. Oh shit.
Speaking of handcuffs, apparently my wife, she was talking about the other day that she wants to work in the psycho ward of our hospital because she enjoys having to tie down people that when they're misbehaving. Because certain patients will sometimes be a little violent or a little crazy, and they get a little I guess a little stress jacket, something like that, and they have to tie them down to the bed. And my wife likes doing that sometimes. And my mom looked at me like, what you marry into? I'm like, I don't know, but I don't want to try it. I'm not down for that.
Shit. Boy, let me tell you something.
I'm not on that kind of stream.
Mama Corvo worked in a legit nut house. And one of those nut houses where we don't talk about the basement floor. We don't talk about them people down there because they need some help.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in there a couple times, like when she'd forget her lunch or something, and take her lunch. I always thought growing up, all the BS about how those places make you feel, No, it's not BS, bro. You walk in there and you can feel like the evil disturbance in the air. You're like, one of these fuckers is gonna go on a freaking killing stance one day, because they looking at you like, I can see you, I can see your soul, I'm gonna get you, boy.
Like you just feel like not job, not that kind of not that
Stop, what are you doing?
You walk down the hall, they give you a 21 salute and just But yeah.
first thing pops in your head when you walk past the ward with all the crazy old ladies is, this is my no square.
Oh, but this she was sort of about strapping people down, and I don't downplay for that, and I don't feel
Oh,
anybody.
don't
I
don't
literally knew I
don't.
literally knew somebody that married, like they worked at a nut job place or in a hospital one, and married one of them while they were there. Like met someone that was in there because they were going crazy, and then married them.
Yeah, that's them people that like it when they look at them and say, "Talk crazy to me, baby." You don't have to ask them people, bro. If you marry them, they gonna talk crazy to you the whole time. They already crazy.
It's like, like, oh yay! When if we ever fly, I can always just say, well, she's going crazy again. Put her back in.
Hold
I'll
on,
see you
man.
tomorrow, honey.
Let
I'm
me
at
speed
work.
dial your doctor. She got the butcher knife again. Come get this bitch now.
Bye, honey. See you tomorrow at work. I mean, she's screaming, I'll see you. You know you can't leave me. I'll see you tomorrow, mother. You can't get rid of me. I know
Calls
I
his
can't.
manager. I'm putting in my 2 hour notice. What do you mean 2 hours? That's how long it's gonna take me to get the hell out of town.
I ain't coming in tomorrow.
I'm sick.
Yeah. Hey, you had her in the white room with padding? Good. She double straps. I ain't coming in otherwise. I know how kind of crazy she can get into. She's flexible. I just crazy. Nah, I can't get down with that. And people always say they met some crazy people in their lifetime. I don't think I've really met anybody that insane yet, and I hope I never do. Of course, I don't think you count the homeless people that walk around talking to themselves, because that's just that to me is just
It's a necessity for them. They don't have no one else to talk to.
yeah.
You know,
So it's
Billy
just
Bob
like,
don't talk to Billy Bob because there ain't nobody else there but Billy Bob.
like there goes a white girl walking down the street again, talking to herself. All right, seen her for the 5th and 20th time. That don't bother me. I don't. Like she
No,
probably does need to be.
that don't bother you.
Okay, so
What bothers you is when you see the demon in the old folks in the crazy asylum. Cause at that point they crazy as hell. They in the asylum and they ain't got shit to lose. Worst thing gonna happen. You gonna whoop their ass instead of them whooping yours, and they gonna die. They don't
or they're
care.
gonna just. Oh, they're gonna have to play insanity in the insanity thing in court. It's like, oh, he's just doing crazy.
I
They're
mean, think
mentally
about that.
unstable. Put them in.
That is like a serial killer's haven. He could go up in there and get admitted to be for being insane, and he could kill everybody in that motherfucker. They can't do shit to him, cause the proof that he's insane is the fact that he was there to begin with. I mean, shit.
He just did all that stuff. Oh, but this trip is it's been nice so far, but it's had up and down. But then we go to IKEA today. Okay, so
okay.
as you know, I'm trying to go to IKEA and trying to get me some new display shelves
Right.
to display my figurines, to get rid of the wooden ones that are pretty much made out of that plywood, glue plywood. Yeah, that junk wood, as pretty much everybody puts it as. I want a legit display case that's nice and clear through. Anyway, so we go there today, and of course, I've never been to IKEA before. This is my first IKEA. Huge IKEA. I did not know these things were this damn big, but this could fit a whole mall inside of it. It felt like it was way bigger than I ever thought it would be. And even then, it wasn't as big as I thought it was, because then we go to the storage part of the IKEA, and that's the whole thing all by itself. That's like a whole, Home Depot can fit in that spot. It was just, yeah, I used to have one. Anyways, they're over here talking about booties, apparently.
Alright.
So, anyways.
It must be the topic of the day because it was being floated around at work today, too.
We heard that a little bit. So we get to IKEA, and I go online before we go there, and they say they ship from store. That's it. We ship from store. Okay, fine. And Texas taxes are lower. For everybody out there that does not understand the standing of taxes, this is pretty much like how much you pay and then money on top of that by the government. For anybody that's younger out there, learn your taxes. I know it sounds boring. It does sound boring. It is boring, but you're gonna be dealing with it at some point. It's just one of those inevitable things. You're not getting away from it if you live in the States. It's here to stay. So, anyways, Texas is like a eight something to sell taxes, and Alabama is 9. So it's more expensive.
Yeah, it's 7 here.
Yeah, so we're going, well, groceries are really cheap in Alabama, but sales taxes for resale or anything like, other than groceries are not. But Texas is 8.25, 8 something like that. So we're going, okay, we just buy from here and it says ship from store. We'll just go to IKEA, get the items and just ship it to our house. When we go to the entire store, we find the cabinets. Sweet. Take a picture of it. All right. Then we had to get back downstairs because the item was upstairs, and we didn't know about it for the first time. We went walking around, and we get downstairs, and then we go to the warehouse. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go grab the items. Well, my mom comes up to me and goes, "You might want to go talk to somebody about if you can ship it." I'm like, "Oh, he said you can ship it online, right? Why am I worried about this?" Yeah. But, just in case you don't have to grab the items, you don't have to bring it all up there, and then they'll just take some from somewhere else and ship it off to you. I'm like, okay, that makes a good point. Good sense. Let's go find somebody. Well, I'm waiting. I go to the wrong place. I just find some random woman at my pops is calling me out, and I go up to the lady and go, well, we don't do that, but just in case, go ask the home shipping. I'm like, all right, let's go to them. And sure enough, nope, they don't ship it. They only ship it within 200 miles or so radius of that IKEA. So now we're gonna spend more money from shipping it from out. They don't ship it to Alabama from there or Alabama at all unless you order from online to Alabama, and then you got to pay for Alabama's taxes on the resale and the shipping. So we're gonna be spending more money. So it kind of sucks, but yeah, we did all that and for nothing. So I love going to places when you have a plan and everything goes to fucking shit after you kind of did it for. Yeah, I'm not driving for 6 hours. No. It was shipped to Georgia, 200 miles. Now, if I drive to Georgia, sure, but I'm 60 miles. Because they're just being difficult.
Look, we gonna keep on with this damn thing, and I'm just gonna go to an IKEA, put some shelves in a damn Jeep, and fill the Jeep up. I'm just gonna drive to fucking Alabama.
We're probably just gonna order online realistically because it's really annoying to have to drive, and then also it's really annoying that they say ship online, but then tell you that you get to the store because that's what they want you, right? I've already told you before. That's what they want you. They want you in store, especially if a brick and mortar store. They don't want that store to close down, but whatever. So they can get sales. We bought some things there. We bought some more little cubicle things for our sugar gliders. We like make this separate porch for each cube. Each cube is for one sugar glider of food. So we make them food and then we put them in there and freeze them and then give them sugar gliders. So we got some of those. Yay. But it's not really what I was going for. I was going for the shelves because I couldn't very much just buy them and take them on a plane like a little side bag and then fly home with it. That'd have been great. It's 5:06. We're 6 minutes over. It's all right. We kind of started late. Go take a bath. We're gonna have jambalaya tonight. I don't know. Have you ever do you ever go to Chick-fil-A?
Yes, I go to Chick-fil-A for different reasons.
How often do you go there? Would you say?
Maybe once a month, twice a month.
Oh, wait.
What?
Bye, Corvo.
Bye.
Bye.
He says bye.
Oh, he did? I thought he said hey.
No, he said bye. Love you. Go rest up.
Y'all having fun?
Yeah, we're having fun.
we having fun.
We're recording this because the streaming went bad, but it's all right. It's most of my computer's fault. Stop. No. No. That's too much work. I don't feel like doing that kind of work. Now I'm on vacation. I got enough stuff to do when I gotta get home. But anyways, so we went to Chick-fil-A today, and I've seen Chick-fil-A's before in their lines. This Chick-fil-A had 3 lines wrapped around the dang 3 lines. Normally, like
Jesus.
you normally see like 1 or 2. This had 3 lines, and it was actually going across another parking lot of
That-
other stores.
They
Trying to all
they
go
must
to
be
Chick-fil-A.
putting like some crack in that chicken.
I don't understand, like, why is Chick-fil-A so popular? Like we normally go to Chick-fil-A or not go to Chick-fil-A. We drive past the Chick-fil-A and we've seen the line before, but it's never coming out of the parking lot and going into the street. Because well, that's how it would be if it was anything like this one here we just went to today, and it was actually like legitimately, other than okay, getting our food ordered was actually really fast. But then our order was so big because how many people was in the vehicle. They had the bags outside and wind was just blowing into the bag. So by the time we got it, our fries were cold. Yay for cold fries! Anybody knows that cold fries? You like that kind of stuff? More power to you. I hate it. I hate cold fries.
Yeah.
It was actually really fast for 3 lanes.
Yeah. Yeah. For here, when we go to Chick-fil-A, we're normally getting like a chicken nugget platter because everybody in the house can just eat off of it, or we are going for like breakfast that morning or something. Usually it's pretty quick. Because the guy that owns the franchise rights here to this Chick-fil-A, he never has a partial staff. It's always fully staffed. Even if somebody calls in sick, he has backup people for those people.
Chick-fil-A's not lacking in employees, that's for sure. They're not lacking, but everybody else is lacking in employees. It's like it's hiring signs everywhere for $15 an hour. Yet some reason my wife's making $12 an hour at her medical field job as a CNA and a secretary.
Yep.
Yet McDonald's, may I serve you fries and a milkshake on the side, is getting you $15 an hour.
Oh, don't even get me started on McDonald's. I'm still pissed off with them right now.
Oh man, I'm upset with Jamie's job. Get this, okay? My wife is a certified CNA and a secretary. Certified.
Yep.
She knows she's able to do 2 jobs.
Yep.
She's able to do jobs.
Mom was the same way. CNA and a secretary.
She has twice the experience and twice the skills. She's able to do both jobs if necessary. 2 jobs. She gets paid about $12 and something cents per hour. But if she was a secretary by itself, only a secretary,
Yep.
she would get paid more.
Yep.
That makes absolutely no fucking
It doesn't.
sense.
It doesn't. So here's an example for that to show you just how much I understand that. My job, my former position as a communications lead. I was certified in short-tail communications gear. I had 2 associate degrees, one in networking technology, one in computer technology. I had about 3 years experience of Microsoft enterprise email system management, and I had about 3 years of cellular mobile device management. I can do all 4 of those jobs. All 4.
Okay.
Okay. Any one of those jobs individually makes more than I make now. But when I was doing all 4 jobs, I was still making what I make now.
Just that makes no sense, and it will never make sense. Wouldn't you want someone that pay them more if they're able to do more? It's everybody's argument, right? It's like, oh, we don't want to give people more money because, well, they're not worth the money. That makes sense to me.
Here's the excuse that you get, though. The excuse is the reason why those people that do it individually get paid more is because they're specialized in that field. They only do that field. I'm like, wait, so you're telling me because I'm more educated and can do more, and I'm not focused on just one part, I get paid less? The hell?
Yeah, you can have someone do have skill the 4 job and have them only do one.
So
Like that's like if you need me to do the other ones, sure, but I will do just one.
so I can build a communication system from scratch for your company. I can manage your entire email system. I can manage all your mobile devices, and I can build any server or machine you need. But because I'm not doing just one of them, I'm getting paid less.
Like if you tell me to just do one, I will do just
Yeah,
one,
fuck,
and you
yeah,
can pay
hell
me.
yeah. I would have, dude. If they'd have paid me what I should have gotten for just one, anyone, hell, they could have picked them. They could throw darts at the fucking board. I wouldn't have cared. I'd have done it.
Yeah, you'd been set. And like then like my wife's like, well, I have to be within this certain pay grade class, and it has to be just secretary. I'm like, they didn't bother to tell you this when you were going for the job. Like that would be hey, you want this one job? Okay, well, just let you know, because you should let me know. If you just take this job in this category, you get paid more. Why would you not want to let the employees know that?
Why would they? Because they want more for less money.
Yeah, but there are always excuses. Oh, we don't want to pay you more because you're not worth more. You're not worth it. You don't give anything that actually causes the value of to go up for your working place. It's like someone going to McDonald's saying, "Hey, I know how to work the fry machine and the burger machine at the same time, but I'm only gonna pay you what the fry man works." I'm like, "You're gonna make me work the fry machine and the burger machine, and you're gonna pay me what the fry guy was?" For everybody out there who's simple-minded, that's a great way of thinking it. If the guy can do 2 things at one time, that shows you they're worth more
Yep.
than just the fry guy. So you pay them more money. And you guess what? Then you don't need to pay 2 people to do those jobs. Pay one. You know?
Yeah.
But if you tell me, hey, if you just work burger, you'll get paid more. I will work burger.
Yeah.
I personally hate, just you should just tell me, hey, by the way, you're good at burger and you want to work burger. Okay, just work burger. You get paid more. All right. And then I go to take the job and oh yeah, we're also gonna make you work fries and you're gonna get paid as fry guy does now. What? You told me to work burger. I'm supposed to get paid more.
Yeah.
But I guess you didn't bother because they didn't tell you this one thing. You have to be certified just as burger guy to get. Man, I'm so upset with that, and I'm so glad my wife's going to nursing and hope she gets done with it within the time frame that we're planning, so we can get the hell out of Dodge. Because,
well, I mean, and I want to do something new. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
yeah,
I just don't know what it's going to be. But I tell you, after going to that 3D print shop and talking to those guys, by the time we had gotten back into the Jeep, a friend of ours was with us, Julio. He done thought up an entire business plan. Like, he done figured it out, cuz. He done figured it out. And legitimately, I will not lie, his plan makes sense. It's just, I can run the printers all day long. That's not an issue. And I think Julio could sell fucking salt water to a damn shark. I mean,
he has a business structure to him.
I've watched that man, sell stuff to people, and you'd be like, how the hell did he do that? The only thing we're missing is we need someone to be good at designing the models, because the only way you make the money is if you're doing some custom models.
Yeah, because you're gonna want to stand out from other people.
So we're sitting there, and Stealthy goes, "Oh shit, I think I know where this is going." And I just looked at her and winked, and she's like, "I'll look into it."
It will be hard. It would be hard.
It would be hard, but I mean, I don't, like I said, it may, probably nothing will ever come from it. But just thinking about having someone that can design 3D models that I can print, that he could sell, and us not have to do anything but that, if it was possible, dude, that would be my dream. I wouldn't have to do anything other than sit with my babies and watch them run.
Yeah, and also, I'm just putting it out there because I've had a little dabble in experience of making a 3D model designed. You need a designer too, because you don't know when to just go, hey, make something like this. All right, how? What's it supposed to look like?
Well, that's just it. I mean, I can tell you what I want it to look like
in your mind, but it's better when the artist sees like a concept. That's why I say designer.
Well, that's just it. A lot of people don't know it, but I can draw. I can design. I was drawing before my wife knew what a pencil was.
You just gotta get yourself back in that rotation.
It's been a while.
That movement again.
My thing is, that's how I coped when Dad passed away. A lot of alcohol and a lot of non-sleeping drawing all night, and a lot of loud music.
I think drawing is one of those other things that I believe. If you're a person that is very impatient, I say this with the most sincerity to anybody out there that's listening. If you are very impatient and you like getting things done as fast as you can, absolutely hate drawing. Absolutely hate it. And that's why you should do it. Why? To teach you patience. To teach you to be calm. Teach you to sit there and actually take your time and drawing that piece. If it takes you a week, if it takes you a month, if it takes you a year, get that drawing done.
Right.
You better work on it. You actually have to sit there and work on it, not just work on it tomorrow. No, work on it today.
I mean,
tomorrow.
I've already started dabbling with Sculptix. If you know, if you have any idea what that is.
Yeah, I know.
So
I've seen it before.
I started dabbling with it, playing with it. I've made a few models. Nothing that I would print yet, but it's getting closer. It's getting a lot closer.
I do need to figure out a model. If you can help me figure this out, I need to because when I get those display cases in, which I will get them. I'm getting them. I need to. My wife brought this idea, and I'm hoping it works. Because honestly, I don't want to pay for it, but I might have to buy me some more resin to do it. She brought up the idea of me just 3D printing some shelf risers. So where I can put figurines on inside the case, right? Because some figurines will be in front of the other figurines, and you won't be able to see them because they're gonna be, obscured by another figurine in front of it.
Right.
So I'm gonna do a little bit of risers in there. Right. And I'm gonna have the figurines on the risers, so all of them could be in nice little viewing things.
Right.
But I don't want to 3D print it on my filament bed one because I want the light to be able to shine through it. So it goes to the other figurine's blood.
I mean, that's why if I was going to do it PLA, it would be done in natural.
Natural?
Yeah. So that's why I bought 2 rolls of natural, because that light that I told you I designed, that Destiny light, the light shines through that natural really good if you set it up, if you build your model correctly.
Yeah. Well, your 3D your printers are the filament style. I've seen videos. They do some spectacular 3D clear prints on those things.
Yeah.
It's I wouldn't say it's exactly on the scale of a resin printer, but pretty damn close. Good enough to use.
Yeah.
Mine, every time I did it and I tried to tweak it, it would always come out so cloudy.
So this is what I'll help you with this. If you get the shelves, before you buy the resin, if you want to test some with natural, we'll talk about some dimensions and stuff. You give me what dimensions you have. I will print you something up and send it over to you and let you test it. If for no other reason, at least then you'll have a working model to work off of to create for your resin printer.
Yeah, but my mind is thinking like you've seen it before, like kind of like binoculars, right? You can out, right, and then when you're done with it, just collapsible. Guess we
Yeah.
say collapsible.
Right.
I want to be able to do that with the riser. I want to be able to pull the bottom out, and then it go. If I want to go a certain length, I can. If I don't want, I can push it a little back in.
Right.
I can make it long or short, and then I pull out even more. The next shelf will start coming out.
Right.
And I pull out even more. Next shelf will start coming out.
Yeah.
And then I can adjust each shelf.
That's not as difficult as you think it might be.
Yeah, and I could like, oh, you could put it all one, separately. Well, I could do that, yeah, but then I don't know, it wouldn't look as clean. I don't know. I like the idea of collapsible, but of course, yeah, I can always just buy online and buy the plexiglass or stuff that you just snap together, and that stuff I'm afraid of will just it will do the job.
Trick to the riser will be. You're gonna have to know like full dimensions, and you got to know how far you think your maximum is gonna be for each one.
Yeah, well, maximum would be this exact size of the inner diameter of
right.
and
then
of
you
the
need
shelf.
to know for your next one how far would be the maximum for that. So how much space on that first one do you want to leave if the second one's fully extended? Once you know all those measurements, building the model for that won't be hard. It's just basically you're going to build some flat walls with tray slots in them, and each riser is going to have a little lip at the back of it, so that when you pull it out, when it gets to its max length, that lip's going to grab the next one and pull the next one out, and so forth, so forth, so forth, all the way up.
Yeah. So I think that would be much more aesthetically pleasing and not have to me because right now I have a lot of my figurines in front and behind, and you can't really see them, and I try to move some of them to the side and outward a little bit so you can actually see them, but then that takes up more space because I can't go up with the figurines. I can only go outwards.
Well, see, I'm trying to figure out something right now. So I don't know if you remember, one of my first really big prints was the Death Star light.
Yeah.
So
and that thing's been around for a long time.
I want to hang it back here in the background where we can kind of see it, so that if I don't want to run the overhead and I'm just running this light and that light, maybe you can see the light in it. But I cannot figure out for the life of me the best way to hang this thing, because it is literally a round damn ball.
You gotta put some inside of it, but then you have to cut into that wouldn't do too well.
It's got a small hole in the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about taking like some fishing line from the ceiling down, and then maybe putting something on the end of it that was kind of like a T. But I don't know. I'd have to figure out how to work the T into the hole so that it would catch.
My other thoughts would be, those little lights with the little strings at the end of it?
Yeah.
Getting one of those and cutting just enough, just be able to fit all those inside of it, and then just turn it on.
Oh.
And this is the thought. Just have the string go everywhere.
Yeah.
Just make it go everywhere, and then hopefully it'll light it up inside, and all the little nooks and crannies of the little holes of the Death Star will hopefully be filled up with one of those little light things, so you can see the lights coming through it. But
the thing, it's already got a 3 LED light strip inside of it. I can turn it on and light it up all day long. I just don't have. It's the hanging part that I've got to work out. Because as soon as I figure that out, I'm going to print another one of these right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to print it,
and it probably
a little
silver.
A little larger, and in a grayish silver sheen type of one, and hang it close to it.
So it's flying around. Oh, that's pretty clever. Okay. Maybe I would say some clear fishing line, but not everybody likes that aesthetic. But it's the clearest thing I can think of. But then you need the power cord. That's the part the part you don't want to be
that's the part I don't. That's what I'm having issues with, because after I hang it, the cord comes out of the back of it. It has a switch on it to be turned on and off, but I don't want just the freaking cord hanging in the ceiling.
You had no internet fiber stuff, because that transfers power and transfers light. But internet fiber is really expensive, but also it's supposed to be for internet, not for lighting.
Yeah,
But
no.
in that fiber is pretty much just it's light that's being transmitted through glass. Very flexible, thin pieces of glass.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna work on it. I'll figure out how to get it up there.
Your mind will tinker on it, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this up. For I hope this recording, I'll get this recording up as fast as I can for everybody here. Corvo, get it over to me whenever you can. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for coming today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time. Hope everybody had a little bit of thought, a little bit of laugh here. Is there anything you want to bring? Oh, real quick though, what was the story about the booty thing? Real fast.
The booty.
You said everybody was bringing it up at your job.
It must be topic of the week because, like, I walked out at our 2 o'clock break with the normal group that normally walks out there, and as we were walking, somehow one of the guys got on the, "Hey, are you a booby man or a booty man?" I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I'm a booty man." I'm like, "Okay." I kind of am more of a booby man, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, "But, people misunderstand the booty." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah."
Do they really understand?
People misunderstand the booty because, like, there's a bunch of different types of booties that are nice. It kind of depends on the frame that it's on and the height, how tall they are, how short they are, how wide the waist is, how narrow it is. And I mean, he starts going into all these physical traits that determine whether a booty looks nice or not. And he's like, he's like, what kind of frame do you like your booty on? I'm like, well, to be honest, I ain't never really thought about the frame that the booty is hanging on. I usually just look at a booty and be like, damn, that's a nice booty, I don't really stop and go, well, she's about 2 inches too tall for that booty, and her waist is a little wide. I don't do that. I don't really sit there and think about all the geometry that there is to a booty,
Even I walked into the day and I saw a dump truck and went, dang! But then there's always more to it than just it's a dump truck. But then you look at the details and you going, but it doesn't have enough undercurve. It has a lot of side, but not a lot of bump. It looks good from the front, but doesn't look good from the back. And but boobs are just like they're right up front. They are front and center. So you're gonna clearly see what they're working with the moment you see them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to booty, you have to walk past them, which is very awkward. It's like how am I supposed to see it unless I turn around? I can't.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Right.
But if I walk towards you and I'm a boob guy, well, guess what? I see it up front and center.
Yeah.
It's literally just glance.
I don't know, man. I can't help it. I got a soft spot for the boobies.
Hey, everybody has it. So yeah, that was my quick thought. But anyways, everybody, thank you for coming. Hope you had a good time. If you're new here and you like what we're talking about, don't worry, we won't be in this site, and hopefully there'll be a live stream next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central American Time here at Grumpy B Gaming, or just look up the BearThoughts podcast. Be sure to follow us, me, Corvo, both at our Twitch channel or our Twitch channels and our Twitter pages. I am the Grumpy Bear on Twitter. Corvo is Ninja Corvo, and be sure to go follow us there. As well, go follow us on our Twitch channel at Grumpy Bear on Twitch, and him at Corvo Ninja on Twitch. So be sure to go follow that. If you're in those scenes inside you, you will probably already know this by now. If everybody's on my Twitch channel, I will not be streaming after this because clearly my laptop can't stream a podcast. I can't stream no video games either. That's a done given. So if anybody's wondering what happened to last week's for Wednesday pod stream, and probably Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, will probably be that as well. Then again, when I get back home on Saturday, I will be dealing with too many shits to be streaming. Be honest with y'all, I am gonna be not happy with that and dealing with that. And wish me the best of luck, because I don't have a lot of money, and I hope my insurance don't fuck me, even though I'm paying full coverage on that. But anyways. And hit that like button, leave your comment down below. Please share this with your friends and have them hit that subscribe button. We are at 80 subscribers, 20 away. I like 100 by the end of the year. At least, come on. At least that's all I'm asking for right now. Be honest with you, just 100, just right now. But as always, have a good day, have a good night. As always, have a good life.
Later,
Much love,
guys.
y'all, and bye-bye.